multi-election continues. Welcome to InfoHub. Communities Minister says restoration of local governance reaping benefits, and sanitation management a key component of the green economy. It is Tuesday, January 14, and it's 40 days to our Golden Jubilee Republic anniversary. Thank you for joining us. Tangible benefits are being realized following the restoration of local governance under the coalition government. Minister of Communities, the Honorable Ronald Bolkan, made this remark today while addressing his ministry's annual senior staff conference.
Minister Bolkan noted that the convening of the conference is unique as it coincides with the coalition administration first term in office. He highlighted the gains of reinstituting local governance, among them empowering hinterland communities, which has resulted in approximately 91% of the population accessing new and, in some cases, improved services.
Local government in Guyana is not where it was 4.5 years ago. It has been elevated to a new level. With the huge political and financial investment made by this administration in the past 4 years, this system has now been positioned to strategically support national development, as it was intended when conceptualized.
While noting the benefits of renewed local governance, Minister Bolkan said there are some challenges.
Neighborhoods and villages are enjoying the dividends of local democracy through improved, ever-improving services. I may add, however, that progress has not been uniform, given the reluctance of the principal political opposition to embrace, even to accept, this model of governance.
The Communities Minister also used the platform to highlight developments in the housing and water sectors. The conference was held under the theme Advancing Local Government and Sustainable Community Development through Enhanced Collaboration for Effective Service Delivery in a Green Economy. For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
With the government's focus on building a green economy, the Sanitation Management Unit of the Ministry of Communities has outlined a number of initiatives it will be implementing during the decade of development and onwards.
The Ministry of Communities Staff Conference focuses on local government, community development, and effective service delivery in a green economy. With the ministry putting focus on a green economy, sanitation management is imperative. Head of the Sanitation Management Unit, Gordon Jilks, spoke to InfoHub about some of the challenges the unit has encountered.
The major issues is having these sites or selecting sites that are in keeping with the criteria that the EPA would have set out.
Jilks also highlighted some issues with the Esplanade site in New Amsterdam, Berbice, and Baidarabo Region 7.
There's a pressing issue to close Esplanade because the syntactic track is adjacent to the Esplanade site. We also have the Baidarabo site, which initially would have developed in a swamped area.
For 2020 and onwards, the Sanitation Management Unit is planning to continue works on a number of dump sites, as well as developing a waste management plan for the capital city and towns in the country.
Another priority we want to look at is to have the capital towns, or start the process of capital towns, developing waste management plans so that each town could be get more involved in managing the waste.
For InfoHub, Delicia Haynes.
The Mayor and City Council facilitated its first ever Open Day initiative, which saw scores taking advantage of the services. The event was held in the compound of City Hall earlier today.
According to the Mayor of Georgetown, His Worship Yubraj Narain, the event ensures that the concerns of residents are addressed appropriately and promptly.
There are numerous complaints so far, and we are ready to address those concerns of the citizens of Georgetown. And I believe that the officers of the main city council are also here, and which we are moving in a way. If there is a complaint about the engineer department of drainage, we put forward it to the engineer, and there will be reported and updates on these issues.
Both Brent Nal Dominic and Bagwati Khan were pleased with the assistance received.
Today my issue was more of a personal one, with the legalities of my presence at this spot that I'm occupying. I think the initiative is great. We need more initiatives like these because what it does is that it enlightens the public, is to bring everybody together. And if we, as I said before, if we can do it like this with a church service, we invite the Spirit of the Almighty, and then we go about things accordingly. I think the initiative was second to none.
The water flooding at the back of the alley and in front of the passageway. They tell me that they would be coming in 2 weeks' time to check me out.
The city mayor also used the platform to call on the staff at City Hall to continue working in the best interests of the people. Neola Damon, InfoHub.
Minister of Finance, the Honorable Winston Jordan, has formally handed over a BENAP for the Berbice Pensioners Association in New Amsterdam.
Minister Jordan said the good life is about making persons' lives better after listening to what they need.
They want things for sustenance, things that will sustain their lives. And if that means a house lot and assistance to build a house, if it means running water, even if in the yard, much less walking 2-3 miles to a standpipe, if it means a job somewhere along in a factory, in the field or something, that is what is going to bring the good life.
The minister also committed to ensuring that there are more improvements once the coalition administration is re-elected. He urged pensioners not to see themselves as being unable to contribute.
Don't see yourself as having one foot in the grave and waiting for the next one go in. See yourself as being able to another phase of development of your country. Too many of us want to wait on some barrel that come in or something that is some old clothes and all kind of story when the riches are right here in there now. Don't see yourself as old and don't let nobody call you geriatric. Or if they do, it must be in a good-natured way, not in the derogatory way as the leader of the opposition thinks.
President of the association, Birchall Archer, expressed gratitude on the pensioners' behalf. The BENAB was constructed with assistance from Banks DIH, A. Ali & Sons, Ramnott & Sons, R. Sukrach & Sons, Alfonso & Sons, Armagon Sandpits, and Tony Sawmills. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
When the news returns, NIS old age pension increases payable on February 1, and junior soca and calypso artists benefit from government-sponsored subsidies. Details of these and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The National Insurance Scheme is informing that old age pension increases took effect on January 1 and payments for all beneficiaries will be made on February 1.
Public Relations Officer of the National Insurance Scheme, Diane Lewis-Baxter, in an interview with InfoHub on Tuesday, mentioned that measures are in place to ensure that every pensioner receive his or her benefits.
Well, the pension took effect from the 1st of January 2020, and it's for those persons who are in receipt of the 32,100. So those are the minimum pensioners, and it will be paid in from February. We do have the banking system, where we call it lodgement, where persons would submit to NIS their account number so that we can put their monies into their bank account. Apart from that, we have offices in most of the regions, so they can visit the office for those who don't have their bank accounts.
Baxter noted that there has been an increase in the insurable earnings ceiling with a monthly rating of $256,000 to $280,000, with weekly moving from $59,262 to $64,615.
Means that when I make a claim for my NIS benefits, that I will be paid at a higher rate because I'm now paying more. Apart from that, those persons who are retiring during this year and next year, that also will have a spill-off effect in that it will affect the amount that they will receive as a pension, those who have been paying on the ceiling. So.
She also urged pensioners to submit their life certificates on time. The National Insurance Scheme is currently preparing pensions and verifying bank account numbers for timely payments. For InfoHub, Ayana George.
Residents of Region 2 are encouraged by the developments taking place under the coalition government. Minister of Social Cohesion, the Honorable Dr. George Norton, during a recent visit to Mainstay Lake, said much more development is forthcoming.
We know for a fact that over the past years, this government has done so much for not only Mainstay, not only Region 2, but Guyana as a whole. This government has been doing a lot for us. We have the school feeding program. With that program, I can tell you that our children have over 80% attendance rate. Yes, with the school feeding, we have been able to receive a lot of money from the government. On a daily basis, our children, they have been coming to school, they have been improving in their academic performance.
That was head teacher of the Mainstay Lake Primary, Tamola Williams. Meantime, Minister of Social Cohesion, Honorable Dr. George Norton, pointed to the improvements the region has seen over the years.
In mathematics, for instance, we improve our percentage of passes from 14% to 42%. And in science, from 28%, we improve to 42%. And in English language, we move from 42% to 58%. So it is no surprise that you people here in the hinterland area, like what is happening in Region 7 and Region 9 and Region 8, you are going to continue to improve and enjoy scholarships and better form of education.
Minister Norton assured Region 2 that their current development is just the beginning of greater improvements under the coalition government.
The establishment of the Ministry of Social Cohesion is one in which we are trying to give you the same opportunities that the people in Region 4 is enjoying. You in Region 2 must enjoy the same. You must have a similar school like Bishop's in Region 2 or a similar school like Queen's College in Region 2. The same hospital treatment you're getting in Georgetown, you should be able to get it here in Region 2.
Reporting for InfoHub, Gavin Lewis.
This year's contending junior soca and calypso artists can now breathe easy as they were provided with government-sponsored subsidies to aid in the recording of their songs.
This initiative was once offered to newcomers and veteran calypsonians by the Department of Culture. MASH coordinator Andrew Tyndall explains.
For 3 years, we would have supported the recording of the music for the calypsonians and the chutney artists. And last year would have been the last year for that. So this year, they would have paid to record their own music. And the focus now is on the youth.
He told InfoHub that this decision is part of the department's efforts to bring awareness to the work of the artists. Tyndall noted that this simple yet significant act was necessary, as it will allow the artists to focus more on themselves and providing top-notch performances. Last year, Jamal Stewart became the junior calypso monarch with his song Miss May's Old Car Engine, while Javinsky Thorne snatched the junior soca monarch with his song The Stage. Persons interested in this year's junior category can attend the Junior Calypso and Soca rehearsals on January the 18th at the Kitty Sewell Bandstand. Neola Dimon, InfoHub.
As we prepare for Elections Day on March 2, if you haven't done so as yet, check to ensure your name is on the revised list of electors. Voting is your democratic right. That's all for today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Much more news is on our website, dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye for now.